Hi, I'm Nate Martinez with Remax Professionals, and this week we're going to talk about home inspections with my good friend Dave Swartz at Advantage Home Inspections. Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself, and let's get right into it.
Yeah, Nate, it's great to talk to you today. We've been friends for so long. It's like approaching 30 years, which is
Yes.
when I started the company. Still at it today. We've grown quite a lot. Now we have 20 licensed inspectors on staff, and we have done over 85,000 inspections over the 30 plus years.
Over the years, we've used your services forever, and I don't know how many hundreds of inspections we've done. One thing that comes up is the underlayment on tile roofs. Can you talk a little bit about that? I see you almost cringe a little bit when I said that.
Yeah, that does come up quite a lot. And the cause of that is that we had about a 20-year period where a ton of many thousands of homes in the Phoenix area with tile roofs had just a standard asphalt impregnated felt installed, which is kind of old school technology as an underlayment for the tile. The tile is a primary water barrier, but the felt is a very important secondary waterproof barrier. And so what's going on is it's becoming brittle over the years, now that it's between 20 and 30 years old. The newer felts should be much more durable and long lasting. And I just want to say, be careful of roofers that are insisting or just using fear tactics to cause you to have to replace the roof, because actually repairing the roof and buying another 5 to 10 years through a repair is super intelligent use of money.
So when an inspection comes up, what I've heard a lot of the inspectors say, this is nearing the end of its lifetime and the house is 18 years old. What is it? It really puts the buyer in fear, and they're wanting a $15,000 credit for a new roof. And we've seen buyers use that as a negotiating tool against sellers. We're going to talk a little bit about pre-inspection in a minute, but when you see a house that's 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, how does the inspector supposed to respond to that underlayment?
Well, like a focus area for many inspectors is that 20 to 30-year-old age range. And certainly by 30, the majority are going to be done. They will be replacement time. And the majority at 20 years will not need replacement. So somewhere in the middle is where you land at the borderline of whether it should or does not need to be replaced. What we do is we offer a 5-year, with our inspection, we offer a 5-year roof leak warranty so that it might cover things like that and just get those repaired as they arise.
So I want to just make sure I heard you right. So you're saying you do a home inspection, you're going to offer a 5-year roof warranty?
Right. Yeah, so it would kick in to take care of repairs that are needed. It's not like it's going to replace the roof, but it's there as a backup plan to provide some peace of mind that you don't have to pay for the whole cost.
All right. So one of the other things that I've come across in the last couple of years is radon. For 33 years in business, we didn't hear a lot about radon unless we were up in the hills of town in other parts of the country. But I've been seeing a little bit of radon. Can you talk a little bit about your radon testing?
Yeah, radon is just the decay of uranium in the soil, and at least the EPA would consider the entire state of Arizona kind of a moderate zone, and they recommend that every house be tested. Easy enough to test for. It adds cost to it, and not a lot of folks elect to have it done unless they're from areas where it's real highly concentrated and kind of a high level topic of conversation. Here it's not reaching those levels yet, but people are becoming more aware of it.
Okay, another topic that is always a scary one is back in the REO days when we worked for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they would never use the word mold. They call it discoloration because there's so many variations of mold, if you will. So what can you talk about a mold test?
Yeah, mold test. Yeah, what we tend to offer as an initial offering is really to do a visual inspection of the home, taking a pass through, looking for nothing but mold, because mold is outside the scope of a standard home inspection. And we're screening the home for like 5,000 possible defects, not including molds. So we provide it as an option to do that screening where you're doing a visual examination, looking and probing and using moisture meters to look for areas where there's possibility of mold. There's other companies that might offer air sampling, and that's an option. But if it's contained within a wall cavity, it's very likely not going to show up on air sampling tests.
Dave, you mentioned that there's many warranties that come with your inspections. Can you tell us briefly what that entails?
Yeah, we, first of all, one thing we provide that is super important too is the recall check. So we're going around major kitchen appliances, we're gathering the model and serial numbers, and we run those against a national database for recalls. And if there is a recall, it must be repaired by the manufacturer for free. So beyond that, that recall service gives you a monthly newsletter that will tell you, it will compare your appliances every month. And if any new recalls come up, they will show up and you'll get notice of that too. So that's a great service. We offer a 90-day warranty that's mechanical and structural. So a number of structural components, mechanical components, like heating and cooling system and many of the major mechanicals, even refrigerator and things like that. It's secondary to the main home warranty, but one important thing to remember too is that if you have a primary home warranty and they end up taking care of the problem because they're the primary source of that, our warranty will be a backup and pay that service call fee, which is a great service too. We have a 1 year, if you hire us to do the termite inspection and there's no termites active at the time of the inspection, then there's a 1 year termite warranty. They'll come treat for free if they're found following the inspection, even if cellar possessions are blocking our view and all that. So that's really critical protection. Wow. Yeah, there's sewer guard protection, which actually provides coverage for the main water supply line and the underground sewer line from the connection point with the city to the house itself. And those are completely unseen by us unless you get a sewer scan, which is an option. We actually offer that with the heating and cooling check if you want to have that done. But either way, have the scan or not, we have the coverage for sewer, and those are very expensive repairs, and water line and sewer line. We also have mold safe coverage. So if mold is found and we're not noting it in the report, there's coverage for that, for remediation. And then we talked about the 5-year roof warranty. And our latest one we just added is a 6-month structural warranty on the home. So that's huge. If there's a structural problem found, it would provide coverage for 6 months. And when you take all of these warranties combined, their total coverage is over $25,000 in coverage, and it's free. If you get a standard full home inspection from us, that's all included. So that's kind of the benefit there. And you want to kind of just make sure that you're getting that same coverage or something you feel comfortable with anyway, with any inspection you get.
Well, thank you. It's been very informative, and believe it or not, after 33 years, I've learned something new today. So thank you for your time. Thank you for what you do for our industry, and just appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Nate. You're the best of the best.
Thank you.